Hey everybody. So I'm just going to give a disclaimer right now because I'm realizing when people do these videos or when people watch these videos, there's like an expectation of short and sweet and to the point. And let's be honest, I suck at that. So I'm not even going to try to be short and sweet and to the point because I don't know how. So I'm going to just say what's in my heart, say what's in my head, and if people listen, that's awesome, and if people don't, then that's okay too. A lot of conversations have come up lately since I did my post about not being able to sleep, which first I want to say, the whole alarm clock thing, it worked for that night. Since then, I still haven't slept again. I do need you guys to understand though, like this is just my life. I just don't sleep. I haven't ever slept well. Like I appreciate the reach out of everyone trying to tell me what you guys do to try to get some sleep or what the causes may be, but I'm actually okay. I would love to know what I would be capable of if I could get actual sleep, but you know, I'm okay. So that being said, I want to follow up on that video because at the end of it is when I talked about what I was really recording for. And it was the excitement of realizing that I had control over my own suffering and that I was capable of changing my suffering. And what a wake up moment that was for me. And I'm not saying I can control all suffering that happens in my life, but especially with that alarm clock thing, that knowing it was keeping me from sleeping, but I was the one keeping the alarm clock in my room. And once I realized that was the problem and I could get rid of it, I got rid of my own suffering. That was the whole point. Anyway, this ended up being a pretty cool little experiment for me to witness. To really get an idea of what I think is going on in the world today. And I saw so many people reach out to my video and tell me how much they loved me and cared about me and wanted to share their solutions for what they believe I needed to sleep better. But no one finished the video. No one stayed around long enough to understand I wasn't looking for solutions. I was trying to reach out and help people. Ah, hi Chelsea. I love you too, sweetheart. Glad to see you. It made me think about what's really going on in Thank you, Chelsea. Sorry, she just posted that she finished the video. Thank you, sweetheart. It means a lot to me. Okay, I have to make my point. I can't keep getting distracted. I get distracted so easily. Okay, here's my point. I don't know that I'm right. I'm not saying I'm solving the world problems, but I just feel the need to say what I see from my corner that I stand in. I think a big reason the world is as polarized as it is and why we are having the problems that we are having is because no one is listening. Hear me out. When I put up that post, everybody listened for a few minutes. Assumed I was talking about the fact that I can't sleep. And so they decided to fill in the rest of the sentences instead of actually listening to me till the end. They listened until they were ready to be done listening and then gave their solutions of what they thought I needed. It doesn't mean they don't love me. It doesn't mean they don't care about me. It means they stopped when they thought they had enough information. What in turn happened is while everybody stopped and gave me their solutions, no one listened to what I was actually saying. So to be able to witness that and go, holy cow, that's so funny that everyone's talking about things I need to do to benefit my sleep, and that's not even why I made the stupid video. It allowed me to really take a perspective on what if that's actually what's going on in the world today, guys. I mean, think about it. Everyone is shouting like a 3-year-old throwing a tantrum because they want to be listened to. They want to be heard. And we all do it. I mean, let's be honest. Me, you, and everybody. When we're not being listened to, we get frustrated, we get annoyed, we get pissed off, and we get louder. Because it's this, would you just listen, please? I don't need you to tell me what you think I'm saying. I don't need you to tell me what you believe I need to do with my feelings. I need you to shut up and just hear me. But it's not a 3-year-old throwing himself on the floor. We've got grown-ass adults who have weapons and hatred and really skewed thinking. So because we have these people who just want you to make it to the end of their video so they can get their point across, so they can actually truly feel validated in what they're trying to say. Imagine if more of us took the time to listen. I mean, I get it. You know, I've had this dialogue often that I'm really good at the knee-jerk reaction and wanting to fill in the blanks and wanting to tell you why I already know the answers because I'm smarter. I've been there. I get it. And I personally am actively trying to actually listen, put my own perceptions aside, put my own opinions of what I think your answer should be. Stuff that and actually listen. Because here's what I know. As much as my friends love me, as much as you guys support me, y'all jumped in real quick telling me the things that fix your life of why you can't sleep. Well, let me give you a heads up. I've tried all of those things. I've looked into all of those things. And as much as I appreciate it, none of you were listening to me. So real love is telling me that I'm worth listening to for more than 6 minutes. Real love is letting me end my own story and not just assume I'm talking about you, because my story's not your story. My story doesn't have the same answers that yours does. And I think real love, which I know we're all capable of having, is pausing. Is when we have that moment that we want to go, oh, I know the answer to this. I know how to fill in this equation. Hold that moment. Just pause for a second. Put your attention back on that other person. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, a complete stranger at the grocery store. When you feel that impulse to go, I know how to finish this conversation, just pause. Hear what they have to say. Let them finish their conversation. I honestly, truly believe that if we all took a little bit more time to do that, we might make it somewhere. So, if you have made it through this whole thing, I love you guys. I truly do. And I am so stinking blessed that I have the people in my life that I do. And know I love you. Take care of each other. Just do. Bye, guys.